Larry Wills has just been diagnosed with rhabdomyolysis. It's where you break down a lot of muscle tissue, muscle cells get damaged, and they leak a protein called myoglobin into the bloodstream, which then goes to the liver and causes severe liver damage and possibly failure and death. Symptoms include headache, nausea, dizziness, confusion, very dark urine, lots of muscle fatigue. Mainly PED people on steroids get rhabdo because they can train to a much higher intensity than non-drug users, and they have a much higher breakdown of muscle. It is back, just a very low strain, grade 1 strain to his back in 2021. Is told that his pelvis is out of alignment. Physios, osteopaths, chiropractors always say your pelvis is out of alignment. It never goes out of alignment. There's no such evidence to support this. He's torn his bicep, pec, hamstring. He said he tore his quad in half in 2022, I think. He's trained with lots of other people and they all seem to get injured. I don't know. One of the main reasons why people like Larry get injured so much is because they take drugs and they push them. It allows them to push their bodies through superphysiological adaptations that the body wouldn't normally go through, and the muscle fibers tend to develop a lot faster than tendon tissue, which is a lot slower to regenerate and heal and hypertrophy. So that's why they get so many pec tears, bicep tears, groin tears, quad tears that you just don't see in the non-steroid gym goer. Yeah, so that's the reason why people like him get all these tears. And also the strongman events, you see a lot of serious tears, avulsions of tendons being torn off bones and them having to reattach them via surgery. It's just not a good thing to do, and it's not cool. If you are taking steroids and you are growing muscles a lot faster than your tendons and connective tissue can keep up, then one of the best ways to reduce injury is by slowing down the eccentric part of the movement. So if Larry was to do his bench pressing and his strongman and his deadlifting, maybe use deadlifting straps so he's not pronating one hand and putting a lot of strain on the bicep tendon, and slow down the eccentric so that you haven't got the ballistic movement of coming down the muscles enabling the stretch reflex, but the tendons not being able to deal with the stretch reflex and then them snapping where they attach to the blend into the muscle or coming avulsion off the bone. So that's why people like Mike Israetel from Resonance Periodization, even though he doesn't explain why you have to take such long eccentric movements of like 3 to 5 seconds on the way down on bench pressing and arm curls and stuff, really he's saying it because people taking steroids need to slow down their movement in order to reduce the injury risk of tearing something or tearing a tendon. There's not really much evidence to suggest that slow eccentrics cause more hypertrophy or increased muscle mass in steroid users or non-steroid users, but there's not really any evidence between 3-second eccentric, 5 seconds or longer. Mike Israetel is someone who promotes 5 seconds or longer eccentric portions of the contraction. It's not worth doing if you want to get strong and as big as possible and make your muscles as big as possible. You want to move the most amount of weight, 85% plus of your maximum 1 rep max, as fast as possible. You're unlikely to get injured without taking steroids, but the chance of injury dramatically increases when you do take steroids. He's been on PEDs since 17, he's 28 now. He's had he's had his heart looked at. It seems to be fine, slightly enlarged at the moment, but he may not be so lucky in 10 years' time. He recognises that so many YouTube influencers have died over the recent years with heart attacks because of steroid use. So good luck, Larry, just be careful.